if you're still carrying that old-school single-stack 9mm you picked up ages ago, you might have missed just how wild the micro-pistol scene has gotten. While you were out living your life, the big brands, Sig, Glock, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, have been in a full-on arms race, squeezing more rounds, slicker triggers, and optics-ready slides into pistols that basically disappear in your waistband. That's awesome for us. But it also means there's a lot more hype to sort through before you buy. For folks who carry every day, it's pretty straightforward. Pick the wrong gun, and you're out a chunk of cash on something that prints through your shirt, beats up your hands, or lets you down when things get messy. Pick the right one, and you've got a little workhorse you can actually trust if things go sideways in a sketchy parking lot. So let's run through 7 micro 9mm waistband pistols and see which ones actually deserve a spot in your holster. A micro 9mm only works if it hides clean, shoots controllably, runs reliably, and makes practical sense for daily carry. Kicking things off at number 7 is the Mossberg MC2C. This one is right on the edge of what I'd still call waistband friendly. You get a 3.9-inch barrel, about 7.1 inches overall, and around 21 ounces unloaded on paper. It's more of a slim compact than a true micro, but here's the upside. You get 14+1, or even 16+1 rounds in a pistol that's still just about 1.1 inches wide. If you've got bigger hands, that longer grip is a blessing, not a curse. Mossberg nailed the ergonomics here. The grip angle feels just right if you're used to classic duty pistols. The texture gives you plenty of control without tearing up your hands. And the trigger is cleaner than you'd expect from a so-called budget carry gun. Recoil is easy to handle, so you can actually run controlled pairs and transitions without the gun trying to jump out of your grip. You do give up a bit of deep concealment. This isn't the gun I'd pick for skinny jeans appendix carry, but as a do-it-all waistband pistol that can handle home defense and range time, the MC2C definitely earns its spot on the list. Sliding into the number 6 spot is the Taurus GX4, and now we're talking true micro-compact territory. You get a 3.06-inch barrel, just over 6 inches long overall, and a weight under 20 ounces. Capacity is 11+1 with the flush mag, and 13+1 with the extended. So you're getting P365 and Hellcat numbers at a much friendlier price. That's the big story here. The GX4 is how a lot of folks jump into the modern Micro 9 game without spending premium brand cash. But it's not just about the price. The GX4 actually runs. Taurus gives you interchangeable back straps so you can dial in the grip, and the frame fills your palm without adding bulk where you don't want it. The texture is grippy enough to keep things locked in under recoil, which matters on a lightweight gun, and the trigger is surprisingly solid short take-up. Clean break, positive reset. In the waistband, the GX4 rides small and flat, especially in a good Kydex holster, at the appendix, or just behind the hip. The trade-off is you don't get the same deep aftermarket or optic options as the big brands. But if you want a reliable, modern micro-compact that won't wreck your budget, this little Taurus is tough to beat. Landing at number 5 is the Smith & Wesson M&P9 Shield Plus, the glow-up of one of the most popular concealed carry pistols out there. The original Shield was a slim single stack with 7 or 8 rounds. The Shield Plus keeps that familiar 3.1-inch barrel and 1-inch overall length. But now you get a staggered 10+1 flush mag and a 13+1 extended, all while staying right around 1.1 inches wide. So if you've ever carried an old Shield, this one is basically the same size in your waistband, but packs duty pistol capacity. Where the Shield Plus really shines is in the trigger and ergonomics. Smith & Wesson gave it a flat-face trigger with a cleaner break and crisper reset than the original, and the M&P style grip angle naturally points for many shooters. On the range, that means faster follow-up shots and less hunting for your sights between rounds. In the belt, it still disappears easily, IWB or appendix, thanks to that slim slide and rounded edges. Plus, there are tons of holsters, aftermarket sights, and even performance center and optics-ready versions, making the Shield Plus an easy pick for anyone who wants a proven platform that's been brought up to speed for the micro-compact era. At number 4, let's talk about the Glock 43 XMOS. The slimline workhorse with a little secret. Out of the box, you get a 3.41-inch barrel, about 6.5 inches overall, just over 5 inches tall, and 10+1 capacity in a thin, easy-to-hide package. The MOS cut on the slide lets you bolt on a compact red dot that actually fits, and you still get that classic Glock simplicity so many folks trust. It's not the tiniest pistol here, but there's a reason you see so many 43X pistols in concealed carry classes. The trick, of course, is the aftermarket. With the right metal mags, Many shooters are squeezing 15+1 rounds into the 43X MOS without making the grip any bigger. Add a good optic, and you've basically built a slim, high-capacity carry gun that feels more like a mini-duty pistol than a tiny backup. Recoil is easy to manage thanks to the longer grip, and if you already shoot Glocks, the controls and sight picture will feel instantly familiar. The trade-off is that a taller grip can print more under light clothes. So this is a great pick for folks who want shootability and capacity over the absolute smallest footprint. Coming in at number 3 is the Canik Mete MC9. And this one seriously punches above its weight for the money, size-wise. It's right in the sweet spot, about a 3.2-inch barrel. 1 inches overall, and around 21 ounces, with 12+1 in the standard mag and 15+1 in the extended. On paper, it goes toe-to-toe with the big names. But shooting it is what really surprises people. The trigger is classic Canik, short take-up, clean wall, and a super positive reset, more like a mini competition trigger than a gritty little pocket gun. On the carry side, the Mete MC9 is ready to roll right out of the box. It's optic ready, usually comes with multiple back straps, and often even includes a holster in the case, so you're not dropping extra cash just to get it in your waistband. The grip texture keeps the gun glued to your hand during fast strings, but won't shred your skin if you carry all day. If you want modern features like a red dot and solid capacity, without paying Sig or Springfield prices, this little Canik is one of the best value picks out there right now. Runner-up at number 2 is the Springfield Armory Hellcat, the gun that looked at the Micro 9 race and basically said, let's see how many rounds we can cram into 6 inches of slide. You get a 3.0-inch barrel, about 6.0 inches overall, an unloaded weight of around 18 ounces, and 11+1 rounds in the flush mag, or 13+1 with the extended. That's a ton of firepower in a pistol you can hide under a fitted t-shirt. Springfield's adaptive grip texture locks your hand in place without being so aggressive that it chews up your side when you carry the appendix. The Hellcat also scores big on sights and options. The U-dot sight system, a bright front dot with a U-shaped rear, is quick to pick up under stress. And OSP versions are optic ready, so you can drop a micro red dot on top and really see what this little gun can do. Recoil is snappy, like any ultra-small 9mm, but the ergonomics and beaver tail let you get a high grip and keep it under control. With all the different models, extended mags, and a strong holster market, the Hellcat is a fantastic pick for anyone who wants max capacity in an actual micro footprint without giving up modern features. And taking the number 1 spot, no shocker here, is the Sig Sauer P365, the pistol that kicked off the whole micro-compact arms race. When it first dropped, a lot of us couldn't believe you could get 10+1 rounds of 9mm into something that small and still have it shoot well. Yet here we are. The standard P365 gives you a 3.1-inch barrel, 5.8-inch overall length, about 18 ounces unloaded, and mags that go from 10 to 15-17 or even 21 rounds, depending on what you run. That's a wild amount of flexibility for one little gun. What really makes the P365 shine as a waistband carry gun is how well it balances concealability and performance. This thing is genuinely tiny. It disappears under the appendix or IWB on just about anyone, but the grip shape and texture make it way more controllable than you'd expect. The trigger is clean and consistent. The X-Ray 3 sights actually work in low light, and the platform has exploded into a whole family P365X. P365XL, macro versions, custom grip modules, optics-ready slides, you name it. You can start with a bare P365 as your deep concealment EDC and, over time, build the exact version that fits your carry style, holster setup, and budget. For everyday folks who carry because life happens in parking lots and gas stations, that mix of size, capacity, shootability, and upgrade options is why the P365 still sits at the top of the heap for real-world use. Alright, that wraps up our top 7 Waistband Micro 9S. What are you carrying right now? And which gun on this list would you trust hit? Like, drop a comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Stay armed, friends.